It wasn't that long ago that AI and robots were just something to laugh about, but it's been getting better and better. More importantly, it's been taking jobs left and right. Now so many of us are left with skills that we've developed through blood, sweat, and tears, and we're wondering, is the rug gonna get pulled out from underneath us? So I've been trying to figure out, where am I gonna invest my time? What skills can I develop that AI is not gonna make completely useless sometime in the near future? And in the real estate industry, I think I've found some jobs that you could call a safe place, and I've also found some that you should be a little bit concerned about. First, let's understand what jobs are being replaced right now. Number one are coders. They've spent their whole life learning this difficult skill, and now their jobs are getting replaced with Devin. Screenwriters are getting pretty nervous that they're gonna be out of a job, and musicians are having to adapt to AI music, getting pretty dang good. But fortunately, I don't do any of those things. I flip houses, and nobody's coming to take that job, right? I mean, this thing's building some walls, which is cool, but it's not like it's doing drywall. You're gonna need people for something like that. Oh, shoot. All right, it can do some drywall, but look how slow this thing is. I mean, it looks all clunky. It's not like it's doing any acrobatics. Oh, that's a backflip. Is he climbing scaffolding? Okay, maybe I'm a little bit nervous about these robots. So I decided I should probably look a little bit deeper into what AI and robotics are doing in my industry. Well, it's obviously able to build the skeleton of a house, either with the 3D printing or the blocks, and it's even starting to do drywall. And I think it's only gonna advance its ability to do this. Next is drones and other robotics are able to actually supervise construction jobs from afar. It's even getting into virtual tours and staging to help houses sell for a higher dollar. Chatbots are starting to do legal work. They're doing cleaning and maintenance. It's even dipping its toes in property valuations. I mean, have you heard about Open Door? They've been using AI all this time to make offers at scale on houses. But you might also know that they made a critical mistake that led to them losing over $1 billion, with a B, dollars. To fully understand how AI failed this company, you first need to understand the things that AI and robotics are not good at. And the first is human touch, human connection, or this all translates to what we would say is trust. If you think about any sort of real estate deal, the first step is buying a house from somebody. I mean, you're buying one of the most important assets to them. It's always gonna help if somebody is there in person, somebody that they can build trust with. What about getting the work done? I mean, you gotta hire a contractor. Could you imagine these guys talking with AI to get work done? I mean, if there's a loophole there, they're gonna find it. I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. They're crafty. Then there's versatility or variability. I mean, humans just come out of the box better built to multitask, and we're dust-proof, we're waterproof. We can move around easily, we can get in tighter spaces, and we never need a firmware or a hardware upgrade. A human is just better at being on all terrain. I mean, just think back to that Hadrian X. I mean, that worked well, but it was on flat ground that was pre-planned. What if you get a little bit more bumpy? Now, maybe they will make a Hadrian X off-road, but now you need 2 robots to do the same job that one person could have done. See, here's the problem. Hadrian X can certainly build those walls, probably better than a human can. But what about when you need to put the drywall on? Then you need to get a different robot. And what about putting the cabinets in? You'd probably need a different robot for that. Now, that may work in some situations, but in a lot of situations in the houses that we buy, you need somebody that can go there and do a little bit of everything. And I don't have time or the money to buy 10 different robots to get a job done that I could get done by one guy in one day. And finally, for AI or robotics to be successful, they need a big bank of knowledge. And it just so happens that in this industry, there's not a lot of scientific papers written about it, and contractors aren't stopping their day job to do a vlog about it. You see, AI needs to train on data that is existing, and it does a really good job of aggregating that. Maybe not a great job of understanding the big picture, but it needs something to pull its data from. And that's what I'm trying to say about real estate, especially house flipping. There's just not a lot of information out there about it. Because you see, a lot of these contractors didn't go to trade school. They got taught by their dad, who got taught by their dad, or some guy that they worked for along the way. And I can assure you that those guys just aren't writing books on the topic. In fact, it leads to a lot of contractors doing things in completely different ways as their contemporaries. After all that being said, it seems that there are some jobs in the real estate industry that are definitely at risk. And when you look at construction, a place that I never really thought could be hit, well, the new builders out there have something to be concerned about. These robots and AI are advancing pretty quickly. And definitely as you look at the weaknesses of AI, it does seem that there's an opportunity in this new building that doesn't have a lot of versatility, that does have a big bank of knowledge. And that's why I have really doubled down my focus on buying houses that need renovations, flipping houses for either rent or for sale. And so let's talk about the reasons why I think that part of the industry is untouchable. And this is like the perfect opportunity for me to do one of the things that I love to do the most, which is totally tear down new building versus flipping. So here are all the reasons why I think house flipping is so superior to building new houses. First is you're just never going to run out of houses to fix up, especially in the heart of a city, which is where you want to be if you're investing in real estate. You see these neighborhoods keep having to get pushed out further and further and further and further, and eventually people just aren't going to commute that far to come to their city job. But with a house that needs flipped, well, the ones that you flipped 10 years ago, soon they're going to be outdated and they're going to need renovated again. So it's just never ending. Two is you just can't get a great deal on a lot. And even if you do, it doesn't really impact the whole project. You see, if you get a 20% discount on a $50,000 lot, well, you save $10,000, which is great. But if you get that same 20% discount on that $200,000 house, well, that's some serious money that you're talking about. And so you can use those sales skills that you've developed over time to really make an impact on that project. Three is the risk involved. I mean, have you seen the neighborhoods that after a market correction happens, they just sit there half finished? Well, that's because it's really risky. And when the money changes, the project stops. And this is really all about that whole scale of livability. You see, when you buy a lot to build a brand new house, well, you're as far away from that house being livable as possible. Whereas when you buy a house that needs renovated, well, you start a lot further on that scale of livability, so you don't have as far to go. And next might not be about the money, but it's really about a lifestyle. I mean, I just can't imagine doing the same houses over and over and over again based upon some plans on a piece of paper. I love the variability, the different character in different houses that I get exposed to. And finally, it's important to understand that the level of money that you make is directly correlated to the level of the problem that you solve. And there are so many problems to solve on a renovation project, so many things that you're going to run up against that you have to get through. Therefore, you really need to build skills to be able to do that. And where we started this whole discussion is, where am I going to spend the next years of my life really developing a skill, a place where the rug can't just be ripped out from underneath me. And here we are. It's house flips. Now, AI is a great tool for some jobs, but the best tool that you have for this type of job is your brain. And I actually thought through the 5 psychological hacks that you can use to get more money for every house you sell. And I made a whole video about it. Check it out right here. Seriously, check it out. 5 psychological hacks. Don't you want to know how to get more money on your house by not spending much money? Bye.